Hi guys, the title of today's video is Emotion is Like a Fire. So thank you for tuning in. To your right is
Ricky.
And right here is Daniel Bentley. Thank you for tuning in. This is with the Bentleys, hence the name of the channel, because my name is similar also. But my first name is not with the. So let's just be clear about that. And my first name is not with, and my second name the. With the is just the title of the YouTube name. Let's just clarify that. Okay, so to move on, the title of the video is Emotion is like a Fire. And indeed, I agree with that. So thank you for tuning in. And you're going to learn something that's very important right now. And what's very important is to recognize what fire is all about.
Yeah.
Tell us, Ricky.
Well, it light up quick, and it can be put off quick as well.
But also, what else can you have?
Intense.
You can have intense fires.
It could do damage.
It can do damage.
It roast you, and you probably be in that trauma for years after that.
Well, yeah, you have to recover with injuries if you get
and
burned
scars,
by fire. Yeah,
scars.
but you also have smouldering fires, don't you?
What is that?
Smouldering, something that's slightly burning, and then you can blow it. You blow it, and then it gets more intense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fire is a very good illustrative term to apply to emotion. And why is that? Because emotion can act in very similar ways to fire. Have you ever heard of the term hothead? Someone's a hothead or the hot-headed.
Yeah.
That's because they're quick to anger, right? So emotion, not just anger, because obviously anger is part of emotion. Emotion itself is like fire. It can be smouldering. It can just have sparks in its very early stages, yeah? And it can also rage into an inferno. And I think there are a lot of people, I mean, I've seen these road rage videos on YouTube where people just jump out of their car and go crazy at someone and just jump out and they're getting in fist fights with people they don't even know. I mean, that guy might have a knife under his seat.
Yeah.
But because they're feeling a certain way, they think, well, they're justified to do a wrong act against somebody else because of their emotion. So this is where you have to realize the difference between in control emotion out and not in control emotion. So you can do something that's going to really negatively impact on your life and your well-being, but you'll do it because you feel like it's the right thing to do.
At that moment,
that's out of control.
Then you will regret it because there are consequences you might need to suffer. Then it's not really worth it.
It's like adding fuel to the fire. I mean, for example, let's say we'll use road rage as an example. You get out your vehicle, there's another guy, he starts shouting back at you and you get more angry. You think, I'm going to get him. But that's like him pouring petrol on your fire.
Yeah, but it's wasting time, isn't it?
If you don't control that, that'll quickly ablaze.
Yeah.
And you'll set fire. And not only that, you're going to get into a fight with somebody else. And it's really not worth it. You're going to at least come out with a black eye. Unless you're a black belt, then, he's at your mercy,
but
really.
he might have guns.
He might have a gun.
Yeah, so I mean, black belt is not really working anymore.
9 million under the seat and he wants to bust a cap. You're at his mercy then, aren't you? Yeah, but aren't you, James?
But actually, it just don't really try to put yourself in unnecessary danger.
That's exactly what we're trying to say. Is that you can similarly the emotion to fire, and that it can get out of control. So you've got to be aware of that. You may only be 12 years old, and you might not have a clue about emotion. What are you doing on YouTube anyway? Go get a life. No, I'm only messing. But yeah, if there are kids watching this, learn to handle your emotions. Learn what emotions are. Learn to recognize them, and then learn to accept them, embrace them, allow them to come, experience the feeling of it coming, and let it pass.
Overcome your fear as well. Don't feel ashamed because you feel certain emotions. You think, oh yeah, if somebody else feel this emotion, they're definitely a loser. Don't think like that. Just if you do feel it, and acknowledge to yourself, I do feel this way. Then you can start to talk to yourself and question yourself why you feel this way. Is it really need to be? Is it really necessary to feel this way? If it's not, then you could figure out a better way to react to things rather than hold on to that emotion for ages and ages as well.
Yeah. I mean, they say that memory is linked to emotion, don't they? that basically you can remember a lot more if you feel emotional experiences during that time.
Yeah.
So if you're a very emotionless person, you have, maybe periods of years where you don't remember anything.
Yeah.
When you're looking back at it, you're looking back and thinking, I don't remember any of that. That's because you didn't experience emotion during that period of time. But people that have been analysed to remember things very well, it's tied in very closely with emotion, which is very interesting. So live your life emotionally. Enjoy it. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do feel emotion, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, but you've got to also keep it within check. Don't get yourself put in jail, because you've murdered somebody because of an outburst of emotion. You're going to negatively impact yourself.
Yeah, and it can hurt
your entire life.
Hurt people around you as well because of your bad reactions towards
That's
things.
not what you're here to do, is it? I don't think when your mum gave birth to you, she thought, oh, there's little Johnny. I hope you be a nice murderer when you grow up.
Murderer?
Yeah, that's not what mum thought. She wanted you to grow up to be a nice, mature person in control of your emotions and happy and good to the environment around you.
And be successful.
And that's what you will be. I promise you. I promise you. But don't sue me if you don't. Yeah? All right. Have a good day. And we shall see you in the next video.
Like and subscribe, please.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.